Ilia, stop running, Ilia. Stop running, Ilia. Good boy. I'll make it quick, no worries. Good boy.
Arman Tsarukyan is able to go in there and get the job done. But then guess what, Arman? You have made yourself a star already by some of these antics to build this fight up. And Ilia Topuria, as we know, is already a star. So he's going to continue to just be a bigger star if he's able to stop all these guys that are trolling.
Everybody and their damn mama, they want to see that fight. They don't want to see a fight with Paddy the Baddy, man. He's saying that he'll never give Arman a chance, for the belt. Like, he'll rather relinquish that. The UFC one does not want to hear that, man. Once you start thinking you're bigger than the UFC, you start to become public enemy number one.
Arman Tsarukyan is once again firing shots at the champion, accusing him of outright ducking a title fight. But that's not all. British boxing star Conor Benn has issued a fiery challenge to Topuria and the entire UFC roster, claiming he's ready to show any MMA fighter what real hands look like.
Conor Benn called out Ilia Topuria for a boxing match on his Instagram this morning.
Anyone wants to come over from the UFC, Ilia Topuria, Ilia. I've got these hands, brother. Listen, I ain't stupid enough to go in the cage. I would never go in the cage. You won't catch me dead in the cage. Do you know why? Because I don't get my ass handed to me. But for them thinking they can come over and do that to us, that's liberty.
From allegations of championship avoidance to cross-sport callouts, we're breaking down all the drama surrounding one of the UFC's most polarizing champions. Let's dive in. Let's start with the beef that's been brewing for months now. Arman Tsarukyan, widely considered the #1 contender in the lightweight division, is not holding back his frustrations with champion Ilia Topuria. During a recent media scrum, Tsarukyan dropped some serious accusations, claiming that Topuria is actively avoiding him because he knows he'll lose the belt. He feels that he's going to lose that fight, and it's better to give the belt and then go up or wait to see what happens with me because he knows I'm a big problem for him.
Of course you want to fight Ilia. There's a lot of momentum building towards that. You're doing your part, calling for it. But if you don't get Ilia, who do you think is the perfect opponent for you for a non-title fight?
It's the other contenders is Gaethje, who wants to fight for the title, because if I beat him, he's not gonna say anything about title, or Paddy, those two names. But Hooker, he's not on the title contender, but still, if they give me those three names, I'll fight. But they gotta tell me, if you beat this guy, you're gonna fight for the title, and they're not gonna make fight Paddy versus Ilia and me versus someone, because I wanna fight as soon as possible and then go to the title fight in the end of this year, because I'm ready right now. If they tell me September, I'm ready to go. September any day, and I'm in shape. I train twice a day, like I said, and I'm just ready.
Those are fighting words from the Armenian-American contender. But Tsarukyan didn't stop there. He went on to suggest that Topuria would rather face easier opponents like Paddy Pimblett or Justin Gaethje, fighters he believes would be more manageable defenses. The frustration is understandable. Tsarukyan was supposed to fight Islam Makhachev for the title earlier this year, but had to pull out due to injury. Since then, he's been waiting on the sidelines, while Topuria has been making moves up to lightweight after dominating the featherweight division. What makes this particularly interesting is that Tsarukyan is ready to go. He told reporters he's training twice a day, in peak shape, and available for fights in September or October. He's even willing to take an interim fight in October if it guarantees him a shot at Topuria in December.
Topuria hasn't fought good wrestlers. He only fought Bryce Mitchell, and he took him down and held him there. I know for sure that wrestlers like Islam and myself can take him down and control him on the ground. Can you just elaborate on that? What do you see the holes in Ilia's game?
I mean, he's a good striker. Not good striker, he's a good boxer. I feel like myself, I'm a better MMA fighter than him, because I'm more skilled than him. I got good kicks, knees, wrestling, setup, boxing with wrestling against the cage, grappling, everything.
The question is, does Tsarukyan have a point? Looking at the matchup on paper, his wrestling-heavy style could pose serious problems for Topuria, who's built his reputation on devastating striking. It's the classic wrestler versus striker dynamic that has produced some of the sport's biggest upsets. To understand the full picture, we need to look at Ilia Topuria's incredible rise to double champion status.
I showed once again that no one can match my level of skill inside the cage. I prove it all the time I step inside the cage. I'm the next guy, without any doubt. I come what deserves to me. which is to be the #1 to take that UFC belt. And I want Alex to defend that belt and show to him and the whole world where his world's gonna end and mine's gonna start.
El Matador is currently undefeated with a perfect 17-0 record, and his path to the top has been nothing short of spectacular. He knocked out Alexander Volkanovski to win the featherweight title at UFC 298, then handed Max Holloway his first ever knockout loss to defend it. But here's where it gets really impressive. Topuria then moved up to lightweight and knocked out Charles Oliveira to capture the 155-pound belt, making him the UFC's current pound-for-pound #1.
¿Es posible que hayamos visto ya tu último combate de peso pluma?
Sí, seguro. Seguramente que sí.
¿Te pasas al peso ligero?
With credentials like that, you'd think Topuria would be eager to prove his dominance against the top contender. But according to Tsarukyan, the champion is being selective about his opposition. The Georgian-Spanish fighter has mentioned interest in fights with Islam Makhachev, Justin Gaethje, and even Paddy Pimblett. But notably, Tsarukyan's name doesn't seem to be on that list. This creates an interesting dynamic. Is this strategic matchmaking, or is there some truth to Tsarukyan's accusations? But the drama doesn't stop there. Entering the conversation from the boxing world is British knockout artist Conor Benn, and he's bringing some serious heat. The Destroyer has issued an open challenge to Ilia Topuria and the entire UFC roster, and he's not being subtle about it. In a fired-up social media video, Ben called out any UFC fighter who thinks they can compete with elite boxers. If any of these effing UFC fighters want to come over to boxing, if you fancy somebody, you can come and get it. Nasty. Conor Benn.
Whoever these fucking UFC fighters want to come over to boxing, dangerous game. Or any of these MMA lot want to come over to boxing, if you fancy somebody, you can come and get it. Nasty. Fucking bare knuckle.
Is that what you want?
Bare knuckle.
How much you want for it?
10 bar. 10 bar. Sign me up, fight anybody. Bare knuckle. Anyone wants to come over from the UFC. I see a lot of people taking me here, that Ilia Topuria, Ilia. I got these hands, brother.
Send the contract.
My first mistake. My first mistake. That's what I think to it to every morning. It's my first mistake of the day. Didn't fucking put the copy back. Disrespect us boxers. See if you're all getting it. I'm going. But as I said, anybody wants to smoke, anybody wants to come over, no problem.
Take them hands.
Listen, I ain't stupid enough to go in the cage. I would never go in the cage. You won't catch me dead in the cage. Do you know why? Because I don't get my ass handed to me. But for them thinking they can come over and do that to us, that's a fucking liberty. It's a fucking liberty. Honestly, it's a liberty.
You go bare knuckle then?
I'll go bare knuckle. I'm in bare knuckle, yeah, no problem. My stand-up game's strong. Every day. Don't disrespect us boxers. See if you're all getting it.
Specifically mentioned Topuria by name, saying, Ilia, I've got these hands, brother. He even threw out a price tag for a bare-knuckle fight, 10 million pounds. But here's the catch. Ben made it crystal clear he's not stepping into the octagon. As he put it, I ain't stupid enough to go in the cage. Do you know why? Because then I'd get my ass handed to me. But for them to think they can come over and do that to us, that's a fucking liberty.
Whoever these fucking UFC fighters want to come over to boxing, dangerous game. Or any of these MMA lot want to come over to boxing, if you fancy somebody, you can come and get it. Nasty. Fucking bare knuckle.
Is that what you want?
Bare knuckle.
How much you want for it?
10 bar. 10 bar. Sign me up, fight anybody. Bare knuckle. Anyone wants to come over from the UFC. I see a lot of people taking me here, that Ilia Topuria, Ilia. I got these hands, brother.
Send the contract.
My first mistake. My first mistake. That's what I think to it to every morning. It's my first mistake of the day. Didn't fucking put the copy back. disrespect us boxers. See if not, you're all getting it. I'm going. But as I said, anybody wants to smoke, anybody wants to come over, no problem.
Protect them hands.
Problem. Listen, I ain't stupid enough to go in the cage. I would never go in the cage. You won't catch me dead in the cage. Joe Ike said I get my ass handed to me. But for them thinking they can come over and do that to us, that's a fucking liberty. It's a fucking liberty. Honestly, it's a liberty.
You go bare knuckle that.
I'll go bare knuckle. I'm eating bare knuckle. Yeah, no problem. My stand-up game's strong. Every
take that.
day. Don't disrespect us boxers. See if not, you're all getting it.
This comes as Ben prepares for his highly anticipated rematch with Chris Eubank Jr. at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on November 15th. Ben lost their first encounter by unanimous decision in April and is looking to settle the score. The call-out isn't entirely unprecedented. We've seen crossover fights before, most notably Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor in 2017, which generated over $600 million and sold more than 4.3 million pay-per-views. So what does all this mean for the combat sports landscape?
I wanna fight for the title. I've been waiting so long, and Son maybe knows something.
Yeah. How do you know if those conversations about a title fight are ongoing with the UFC?
They didn't tell anything yet to me. So I'm just still waiting, training, and trying to call out Ilia as much as possible. So, but
yeah, we've seen some of the tweets towards Ilia. They've been funny. I enjoyed the duck video that you did. What do you make of the fact that he says he would rather give up the belt than fight you? That you just don't deserve it. He doesn't want to do it.
I mean, he feels that he's gonna lose that fight, and it's better to give the belt and then like go up or like wait when what happened with me, because he knows just I'm a big problem for him, and I'm gonna get his title. He knows that, and he wants to get easy fights with Paddy or Gaethje or with someone, just make money and to defend. But with me, it's gonna be hard for him.
Do you believe he's ducking you?
Yeah, for sure.
If it's not Ilia, are you prepared? Because you obviously had the weight thing or the thing in January with the injury, your back injury, and stuff like that. Are you prepared to fight someone else to prove to the UFC, like, look, I'm here to work with you guys and I want to get to this title?
Yeah, for sure. I already told them I'm ready. September, October, I'm in shape. I train every day, twice a day, and I'm healthy now. So, but if they told me like October with somebody and then December with Ilia, for sure.
You got called out by your old friend Dan Hooker. He said he'd be the only one who would fight you. Would that be a fight that you would take?
Yeah, if they're not gonna give me Ilia, I'll fight with Hooker. But my goal is title fight, and right now I'm just focusing on the title fight because I know I deserve it, and I'm contender number one, and so that fight makes sense.
So if you had a message for Ilia in answer to his, I'll give up the belt, what would your message to Ilia be?
Just give up the belt and let me fight for my belt with somebody else.
First, the Tsarukyan situation puts real pressure on the UFC and Topuria to make the fight fans want to see. Tsarukyan has a legitimate claim to a title shot, and his accusations of ducking could damage Topuria's reputation if they gain traction. From a stylistic standpoint, Tsarukyan's wrestling could indeed pose problems for Topuria's striking-based game. It's the kind of matchup that separates good champions from great ones. As for the Ben call-out, it highlights the ongoing debate about crossover potential between MMA and boxing. While Topuria is known for having some of the best boxing in MMA, there's a massive difference between MMA boxing and pure boxing. The ball is now in Topuria's court. Does he silence the critics by taking on Tsarukyan, or does he continue building his legacy against different opposition? There you have it. Fight fans, Ilia Topuria finding himself under fire from multiple angles. Whether it's Arman Tsarukyan's accusations of ducking or Conor Benn's cross-sport challenge, the lightweight champion has some decisions to make. One thing's for sure, the combat sports world is watching to see how El Matador responds to these challenges. Will he step up to face his critics, or will he chart his own course? What do you think? Should Topuria fight Tsarukyan next, or would you rather see him explore other options? Let us know in the comments below. That's all for tonight's Combat Sports Central. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for more of the biggest stories in MMA and boxing. Until then, keep those hands up and stay ready.